My name is Marshall Wright. I am supporting Kael Weston in his bid to become the United States Congressional Representative from Utah's 2nd District. The events of the last 3 years have shown how clear it is that as a nation we must have political leaders that believe in the essential principles of accountability and ethics at all levels of governance, local, state, and national. They must believe in America's constitutional structures of checks and balances. But most importantly, they must have a conscience and empathy for its citizens. They must believe in America's systems of checks and balances, as well as decision-making processes based on expertise and science. I have spent over 40 years in the aerospace and defense industry, and I think I have come to meet many individuals that have exceptional leadership qualities and a worldview that respects global political realities. I believe Kael Weston exhibits those attributes and will vigorously represent the people of Utah's 2nd Congressional District. I first met Kael in an event hosted by the Salt Lake Committee on Foreign Relations. It was an event on the future of Iran. During the Q&A period, Kael asked questions of the speaker that exhibited that he had extensive experience in the Middle East. I then got to know Kael. He was previously been a U.S. State Department official that served in both Iraq and Afghanistan. In those two countries, as a political advisor to the U.S. troops, he worked to find counterinsurgency partners in the local communities, thereby providing governance and improving relationships with the American forces. He is still very committed to international relations on a people-to-people level. I have attended dinners here in Utah where he hosted citizens from Afghanistan and other Middle Eastern countries who were visitors invited to the United States under the auspices of the Department of State's International Visitor Leadership Program and Fulbright Scholarship Programs. The objectives of these programs is to show these visitors how democracy in the U.S. works. What is so interesting in that these visitors are thirsting for an understanding of our democratic institutions. They want to see how democracy operates at the local level and how it relates to the daily lives of ordinary folks. They want to take that understanding back to their home countries and replicate it. I am sure that as a congressional representative, Kael will still foster that kind of international relationship building. From my discussions with Kael, I know that he exhibits empathy and concerns for the bread and butter issues that affect all of us. Those issues are dramatically highlighted by the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, particularly the systematic disparities of healthcare, living wages, and basic human rights throughout our communities are issues that Kael would address in Congress. Kael understands that the U.S. must be involved in the worldwide response to human-caused climate change and support policies that reduce pollution to our environment. I think Kael is the right representative for Utah's 2nd District in Congress. Thank you.